Okay, so here's the first problem. It's a strain. So let's start with a basic. So let me read this for you. A steel wire 10 meters long hanging vertically supports a tensile load of 2000 newtons. Neglecting the weight of the wire, determine the required diameter if the stress is not to exceed 140 megapascal and the total elongation is not to exceed 5 millimeters. So assume E equals 200 gigapascal. So here's our illustration. We have a wire hanging vertically. So it is 10 meters long. And then it supports a load na 2,000 newtons. So we're about to solve the required diameter for the wire. So may condition tayo if it's not to exceed 140 megapascal na stress and it's not to exceed yung 5 millimeters na elongation. So formula natin for stress is stress equals P over A. So the stress is equal to 140 megapascal and the force P is 2000 newtons. So we're about to solve for the diameter. So the wire's area is given by pi d squared over 4. So using your calculator, solve natin si D. D is equal to 4.264872372 millimeters or round off natin into 4.26 millimeters. So tanong, yan na ba yung sagot? So hindi pa. Meron pang isa tayong limiting condition. We're about to solve the diameter if the elongation should not exceed 5 millimeters. So formula natin for elongation, it's deformation equals PL over EA. So salpak na natin yung mga values. For the deformation, it is 5 millimeters. P is 2000 newtons. Our L is 10 meters. E is 200 gigapascal. And then our area would be written into pi d squared over 4. So lagay natin yung mga units. So yung 10 meters, convert natin into millimeters times natin by 1,000. And then yung gigapascal, convert natin into megapascal, multiply natin by 1,000. So our units are abiding now since megapascal is in newtons per millimeter squared. So ang makukuha natin na value ni D, ang unit niya is in millimeters. So solve natin si D. It is equal to 5.046265044 millimeters or round off natin into 5.05 millimeters. So we had arrived to two different values for D considering their restraints. So what are we going to choose? So for areas, we are going to choose for the larger. So D natin is 5.05 millimeters. So bakit yan? So take note of this. Try nyo isalpak yung nakuha nating value na isang diameter, which is 4.26. Ilagay natin dito. So solve nyo yung magiging elongation yan. So for sure, you'll obtain a larger value greater than 5 millimeters dyan. Since pinaliit nyo yung diameter niya, so may mas tendency talagang humaba yung wire. So mag-exceed na siya sa limit natin. So ang diameter natin, choose yung larger. So that's 5.05 millimeters. So for this problem, let me read it again. An aluminum bar having a cross-sectional area of 160 millimeters squared carries the actual loads at the positions shown in the figure. So if E equals 70 gigapascal, compute the total deformation of the bar. So since the bar is several types of loads and in different lengths, so therefore in each segment the deformation are different. So formula natin for deformation, it's PL over EA. So in each segment, different actual forces ang nag-act dyan and different yung mga length nila pero given na 0.8, 1.0, and 0.6 meters. And for E, given na rin it's 70 gigapascal and for area, it's also given it's 160 millimeters squared. So, isosolve na lang natin dito ay kung ano yung mga internal forces na nag-act in each segment. So we are going to use axial force diagram. So again, take note that tension is positive and compression is negative. So mag-start tayo sa left portion. So we have here first the 35 kN. So its tension, so ilagay natin above. So again, 0.8 meters from the left portion, may nag-act na 15 kN load. It is compression, so therefore minus, i-deduct natin yan sa previous load na nag-act, which is yung 35 kN. So 35 minus 15, that would result into 20 kilonewtons. So positive pa rin yun, so nasa taas pa rin siya. And then next, merong 30 kN na nag-act here. So that's compression. So negative yan. Yung minus natin yan from our previous axial force. So it's 20 minus 30. So that would result into negative 10 kilonewtons. So it's negative now. So therefore nasa baba na siya. So ngayon nakuha na natin yung mga axial forces acting in each segment. So isalpak na lang natin yan sa ating formula. And i-denote natin from starting sa left as segment 1 and then susunod segment 2 and segment 3. So first, consider natin yung segment 1. So considering segment 1, denote natin yung deformation dyan as deformation sub 1. So P natin, internal force acting at segment 1, it's 35 kN na tensile force. So isalpak natin yung 35 kN. And likewise, i-convert na rin natin siya into Newton. So, times natin by 1,000. So, 35,000 na siya. And ang unit niya na is Newtons. And then for L, it's 0.8 meters. I-convert na rin natin into millimeters. So, times natin by 1,000, that would be 800 millimeters. And for E, it's 70 gigapascal. Convert na natin into megapascal. Times natin by 1,000. So, that would be 70,000 megapascal. And for the area, so given na yun, it's 160 millimeters squared. So now using your calculator, solve natin yung deformation sa segment 1. It's 2.5 millimeters. So next naman, consider na naman natin ngayon yung segment 2. So i-denote natin yun as deformation sub 2. So the force acting at segment 2 is 20 kilonewtons. So change lang natin to. And then, the length is 1 meter. So, itong 800 gawin natin 1,000 millimeters. And then, E is 70 gigapascal. So, as is, and then the area is also 160 millimeters squared. So, now, solve for the deformation at segment 2. It's 1.7857148286 millimeters. So, ngayon, proceed na tayo for solving the deformation at segment 3. Okay, so the axial force acting at segment 3 is negative 10 kilonewtons. So the negative sign indicates compression. And take note of this. This is very important. So ang tensile force is positive. And pag positive, it means that the deformation is elongation. And kapag compressive force, it is negative. And the deformation is shortening. Umiiksi. Kasi nako-compress. So for this one, isama na natin yung sign na negative. And the length is 0.6 meters or in terms of millimeters, that's 600 millimeters. So same na yung E and A niya. So solve natin ang deformation sa segment C. So negative yung lalabas na answer dyan, meaning to say it's shortening or umiiksi. So it's negative 0.535714 to 857 millimeters. So ngayon, ang pinapahanap sa problem is compute the total deformation of the bar. So therefore, we will just sum up our deformation. So total deformation is equal to the deformation of segment 1 plus the deformation of segment 2 and plus the deformation of segment 3. So copy lang natin itong mga ito. So 2.5 plus. So ito din, copy natin. Okay, wait. And then lastly, copy natin to. So consider natin yung sign niya. So for deformation 1 and for deformation 2 nag-elongate. So, yung deformation ng third segment, nag-shorten. So, using your calculators, solve. So, the total deformation is 3.75 millimeters. So, yan na yung final answer and sakto yan na mapapalabas ng calculators. So, here in our problem, a steel bar